Yo, what's good? Pargx up in this bitch. And you already know what I'm on. And as you all know, I have been learning everything possible to become the greatest mercenary of all time. Whether I gotta sacrifice my pride and let people ego against me, or I gotta sit in Discord calls with the PoE pros for 2 to 3 hours learning how to use the market. I'm a man of my word. Yesterday, uh, Code or Claude, I will put his name in the description. Um, he helped me how to learn this. This is the path of building, uh, path of building software or app. I don't know the specific names for it, but he taught me how to use this. Okay, this build is called the Touch of Zeus. Uh, by the name, of course, if you're not familiar with the Greek gods, the Greek pantheon, Zeus is the lightning god of Olympus. Uh, yeah, he's a fucking monster. You got to go look it up. I don't know everything about him, but I do know he's one touch by him, your ass gonna get fucking evaporated. This skills uses shock burst rounds. Shock burst rounds. The reason why I use shock burst rounds is because once you shock an enemy, it does more damage to enemies that are shocked. I like this skill. Honestly, it's great for bossing. And I've seen some other builds where the quality of life of shock burst rounds is that they put shocking into the skill itself. Me personally, I don't want to do that. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. Just me personally is I would rather want to learn things myself or have people show me why it's better. Uh, Shock burst rounds, of course, is level 18. Quality level 20. Because I learned how to use the currency exchange because of To the Grave, I'm glad he taught me how to use it because I was able to get those gem quality, whatever the fuck they called, the gem cutter prisms. I was able to get them and max quality every single fucking ability, skill that I use. And I was able to like actually understand that it's not just skills. What I've learned by qualitying my shit, it's not just the skills you use or how great you played. It's about the quality of it. It doesn't matter how many skills you use. If they're all level 1, it doesn't matter. It does not matter how many uniques you have. It does not matter how much gear you have or charms. If the quality is garbage, it won't be able to express itself to its highest potential. And because I was able to learn the currency exchange and get those gem cutter prisms, I'm able to see the full potential of all of my fucking skills. I know there's a lot of moments where I died while mapping because it just seems I wasn't doing a lot of damage. It's because I wasn't qualitying my skills, and it's kind of sad that I got to Endgame and none of my shit was qualityed up to its max potential. For my defensive skills, I use Ripwire Ballista. Ripwire Ballista, it negates the aggro that the enemy's places on you. So let's say, for example, they're attacking you. You could a boss attacking you, or a unique enemy, a rare enemy is attacking you. Even a mob of enemies attacking you. You could place down a Ripwire Ballista, and it would take some of the aggro, so you can either recuperate. You know what I'm saying? Use your mana flash, use your life flash, or just fucking nuke them. You know what I'm saying? I really like this skill. It really helps me with bossing. I know you won't see it a lot because I'm dying a lot. But as I'm getting more ingrained into the PoE2 community, and I'm actually learning from the higher players, even though the game is in early access, uh, like I forgot, I literally lost my train of thought. But basically, what I'm saying is that I'm learning to survive. Basically, you know what I'm saying? And even though this ballista does no fucking damage, it maims enemies, and what it does is basically is like it pins enemies. Like what it does, it pins enemies. You see what I'm saying? So you're able to back off away from them if the aggro is on you way too much. I really do like this skill. I probably shouldn't even quality it. I probably did waste some gem cutter prisms qualitying it, but I want it to be able to last a long time, especially during bosses. Yes, and I have Herald of Ash. There was a guy named Frozen Ambitions, or Jimmy the Gent. He told me to use Herald of Ash. This has substantially improved my fucking mobbing progress. And the fact that I was using Shard Scavenger in the place of this is actually insane. And the reason why I chose Shard Scavenger is because when I used all the rounds of my shock burst rounds after shocking an enemy, I could proc emergency reload, and the moment it procs, I can proc Shard Scavenger. So I'm shooting around 40 bullets You know what I'm saying? In the span of what, like 2 to 3 seconds. But because of my shock burst rounds wasn't quality up all the way, I wasn't getting that max damage. But I said, fine, my problem was mobbing anyway. So using a Herald of Ash changed that. You see what I'm saying? So now I can mob properly, and I really do like it. It's absolutely amazing, and the fact that I have, we're not on the passive skill tree yet, but I have elemental damage nodes, not specifically for lightning, but all types of elemental damage. So the Herald of Ash is able to actually do damage. It's insane. Plus 20 quality, of course. And another level is not that high is because I just started using it. I don't have the necessary strength requirement to actually go to level beyond 15. Herald of Thunder, you already know. Great fucking mob and skitter, just like Herald of Thunder, but for lightning. You know what I'm saying? And it procs off a shock because I have shock on my galvanic shards. I'm able to proc Herald of Thunder, and by me overkilling with the Herald of Thunder, it procs Herald of Ash. So basically, this is three mobbing fucking triads right here. This is basically it, man. I should make a video about this shit. But yes, galvanic shards, Herald of Thunder, Herald of Ash, that is the mobbing pyramid right there. And it's able to fucking do it amazingly. I love galvanic shards. There's a lot of people. I look at the leaderboards of the builds, and most people don't really, use galvanic shards. It's mostly like stat stacking, poison, shit like that. But I really do love galvanic shards. Maximizing this is for maximizing my DPS. This isn't necessary. I don't see it in a lot of builds, but I personally use it because I don't want to fucking reload. I hate reloading. That is my pet peeve with the Mercenary. I know you might be saying, "Oh, well, you can just proc you could just use fucking nodes that reload speed." I don't like doing that shit. I know reloading fast increases your DPS per second. I understand that. But when you reloading, my nigga, you can get one shot. I don't like doing that shit. So I use emergency reload. Of course, it's 45 seconds. I use it when I'm bossing. I don't use it when I'm mobbing. Sometimes in a pinch, I do, but it's rarely. You see what I'm saying? If I'm in a pinch, I just use Ripwire Ballista. But galvanic shards, Herald of Ash, and Herald of Thunder covers my mobbing. When I'm bossing, I use my plasma blast. I get them shocked. I use up to 20 bullets of shock burst rounds, and then I emergency reload, so I get that maximum damage. And then they're probably stunned at that point, and I go back to plasma blast. You see what I'm saying? So which is a cycle of shocking, bursting them down because of the shock, and you know, it's a repeating process. Of course, plasma blast. You see what I'm saying? This is the main skill of the Touch of Zeus. If you don't see it right here, this is the main skill. The reason why I say it's the main skill is because it's called the fucking Touch of Zeus. You know what I'm saying? I have to touch the boss. I have to touch the prostate. I have to touch the fucking G-spot. I have to touch the cerebrum, the pineal gland. I have to touch them where it hurts at, because when I hit that shock on them, when I get that shocked on them, I'm repeatedly touching them over and over and over again. You see what I'm saying? And that's what I love about this fucking class. You see, and it fucking does so much. It probably can one-shot a unique enemy. That's what I'm saying. But it's kind of hard to, because, you know what I'm saying, it's enemies everywhere. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I really love Plasma Blast, and I want to get it. I want it to reach the highest fucking potential. I probably could go crit. I probably can definitely do crit. I could probably make a crit build with this. You see what I'm saying? But I digress. You know, I'm happy with the progress I have now. All I got to do is just get the gear that I have acclimated to these skills so it can reach its highest potential. You see what I'm saying? But take Mark, this is to help with shocking uniques. Sometimes I just spam this shit when I'm mobbing. You know what I'm saying? I just spam it when I'm mobbing, and if I can't kill the unique enemies, rare enemies quick enough, I Voltaic Mark, use Galvanic Charge, and it will proc the shock. Then I just shock them down with shock burst rounds. That's the first solution. The second solution is either to use Ripwire Ballista, remove the aggro from me, and kill them with Plasma Blast. So yeah, all these skills, they just cycle. It's a cycle. It's not all of them, they supplement each other. And synergy. Yes, your build needs to have synergy. You can't have so many different skills with different purposes. That's how it was in the beginning of my PoE2 gameplay when I first started the campaign. My abilities weren't synergistic, and if they was, they were too slow to pop off the real damage. For example, freeze rounds or whatever the fuck it's called, and fragmentation rounds. Yes, it had synergy, but it was way too slow. I couldn't proc freeze fast enough. It didn't do enough damage. I say the only early build that I had synergy was high velocity rounds and gas grenades. And the gas grenades plus fire grenades. You see what I'm saying? Explosive grenades. So that was the early synergy that I had. Yeah, man, that's what I'm saying. Your build needs to have synergy, and that's what they are doing. Of course, I have Wind Dancer. Wind's Dancer, I say, is probably the best fucking defensive skill. Not gonna lie. I know that a lot of people saying run Grim Feast, but the reason why I say it, in my opinion, is because of the evasion. I love evasion. I don't have a lot of it. I had 63% evasion on my last build, armor wise. But yeah, I personally love Wind Dancer. I love the effect that it has on me. You know what I'm saying? I feel fast. It's like a placebo effect. It makes me feel that I'm moving faster than I probably am. And that's what I love. I love speed in this game because I see a lot of monk clips. And I want to move as fast as them. I know it's not possible because I'm not a monk. I could probably go to a Demon Legionnaire stat stacking build, but I want to master the Touch of Zeus build first. I want to have the foundation of creating builds, creating and crafting builds on my own, so if I do guides for anything else, I will have it down packed. I won't be saying any information that's not substantiated because I have no prior knowledge. You see what I'm saying? So I love Wind Dancer. It does a Gale Force. I don't really care about the damage of the Gale Force. I just love that I can knock back enemies. And of course, Blink. This is unnecessary. You don't need to use Blink. If you do follow my build, I really hope you don't, because I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Or I probably do. But I love Blink. There's a lot of pros that a lot of people I talk to say you don't need to use Blink. It's really unnecessary. But I love Blink because I want flair. I want flamboyance in my build. I want beauty. I want finesse. You know what I'm saying? Like, Blink is unnecessary, but it's literally just style. It's style. I want to look stylish when I kill a fucking enemy, because the monks do it, the witch does it. You know what I'm saying? The sorcerers do it. Everybody else do it but me. But the mercenary. Oh, it's just shoot. No, I want to be beautiful and I want to be stylish when I kill my enemies. The items are not concrete. You know what I'm saying? Because anything can change. Yeah, this is the Brimstone Core Advanced Forlorn. I need to change this so we're not going to be on. I need to get a better helmet so we're not going to be on this too much. Of course, I have this in my inventory. No one gave me this. It's 69 increased armor and evasion, 50 to spirit, plus 15 to all attributes, life regen, and reduced mana cost of skills. I don't care about the mana cost of skills. It's a great quality of life to have. It's a great life generation is a great quality of life to have, but it's not the true reason why I chose this armor to max quality. It's because of the fucking spirit. I'm running 4 spirits, and you see, I love them all, and I don't want to sacrifice them. So, yeah, I'm keeping this shit. But yeah, that's the main reason why I'm using it. I'm not saying you have to use this, as I'm just using it because of the fucking spirit. If I get something else with more than plus 50 spirit, I'm going to swap it out. Say, for example, I need more spirit on my amulet. If I get plus 50 spirit on my amulet, oh, I can't swap it. I can't swap it out for anything. But yes, I just love this shit. I love this. I love the spirit. I love spirit. Someone gave me Hands of Wisdom in action. Hands of Wisdom. I know that this is the build. This is the thing you need for Touch of Zeus. You see what I'm saying? This is what you need. You can either proc into intelligence only and add lightning damage to all your attacks. You see what I'm saying? If I come across a better role, I'm going to use it. But you need Hands of Wisdom in action if you want to emulate this build that I'm using. Not saying you have to, not saying you should, but I'm just showcasing what I'm trying to create. You see what I'm saying? So I love this. It's great. I'm glad my homie Claude gave it to me. Yes, bro. I like this shit a lot, man. I need better boots. The fact this shit is corrupted and it's not maxed out, it's not fully quality. So the only, I need something with 30 increased movement speed or 35. That's the only reason why I'm using these boots, man. If I can get something with 35 increased movement speed, that's all I care about. And I won't buy it. I'm not going to buy it because I need to actually map. I need to clear the fucking map. I need to do the story. You see what I'm saying? So I love movement speed. I love movement speed. If you can see it right here, my movement speed modifier is around 30%. You see what I'm saying? So yes, because again, I see rangers with movement speed, monks with movement speed. Everybody got movement speed but me. They can zip across a battlefield. Ranger can dodge enemies' attacks, and I can't do anything. No, buddy, that's not fair. So yes, man. And me personally, why the fuck would you get boots and no movement speed? Like, that's why you wear shoes, right? That's why you wear any type of shoes in real life. I'm not trying to say Path of Exile 2 is real life, but what I'm saying is that you want better movement speed. You don't want to be slow unless you got like a fuck ton of armor, life, or energy shield. Stellar Amulet, of course, +5 to attributes. The only reason why I'm using this is because of the spirit. You see what I'm saying? It's because of the spirit. That's it. I'm not saying this is bad. I'm not saying it's anything. I love it. I'm going to keep it. But the +5 to attributes, the +4 for the spirit is why I'm using it. And I'm actively searching for a better amulet. You see? The rings, I like this. The reason why this is what my homie gave to me. Of course, but I added the quality to. Oh, I don't think I added the quality to it. I did add the quality to it, and I added the and I corrupted it. It's Jimmy the Gent, Frost Ambitions Endgame for PoE 2. I love caster speed because it makes my blink faster, and I don't know if this is supposed to be, but the faster that I cast my blink, it seems the cooldown gets shorter. Like, it's on 3 seconds, but it feels like 2. I don't know, but yeah, that's the reason why I got this ring, because it increases the cast speed of my blink. Of course, the lightning modifiers, it add 1 to 27 lightning damage to attacks. Nice. 25 increased lightning damage. Nice. 19 to all elemental. Nice. 18 to, this is the best roll possible. The only thing I don't give a fuck about is mana per enemy killed. I don't give a fuck about that. A god roll will probably be fire resistance or rarity, some shit. You know what I'm saying? But I love this ring, and I'm glad I got it. Of course, another one, this is my resistances. As you can clearly see, it covers your resistances. Because if you pay attention to any of my prior streams or my prior YouTube videos or even shorts, you would know that I want to make sure that all my resistances are covered. Yes, this is +8 to elemental resistance, +8, +20 to all elemental resistance. Of course, lightning modifiers +20. This shit is amazing. This shit's fucking amazing. This, to me, it would be a god roll if it wasn't gain 2 per enemy killed. If it had something like strength or some shit, you know what I'm, strength or intelligence, I wouldn't mind. But I still love it. You know what I'm saying? Or even another resistance, you know? But yes, and of course, this shit, honestly, I wouldn't even recommend using this shit. I'm not gonna lie. The only reason why I'm using this shit is because of fire resistance. Like, it gives me, like, I'm not saying it does nothing, but I just use it for the fire resistance. You know what I'm saying? Because before I was what, like negative around 38% or some shit. You know what I'm saying? I like this belt though, because I'm resistant to fuck, and I hate fire so fucking much that I even got a fucking charm for it. You see what I'm saying? And I probably could use another charm. I probably could use like a not to get poisoned charm. I'm probably going to run that, because there's no point in me having all this resistance to fire when I got a fucking, you know, plate belt for it, you know. And of course, you know, flask, none too worried about that. Of course, I got the Dust Desire Emerald, a 14 increased elemental damage. Damage penetrates 17% lightning resistance. 5 increased duration of damage elements on enemies, and 16 increased crossbow reload speed. I love this fucking, I love it. Vivid Bloom Emerald, 10 increased evasion rating, 9 increased projectile speed, 11 increased flash effect duration, 4 increased attack speed with crossbows. I'm not gonna lie, this shit's ass. It's ass. The only thing I really care about is for increased attack speed with crossbows. But there's probably there's probably better jewels with quality of life that will assure that. So I'm probably going to change this one. My third gem is Chimeric Desire. 13 increased lightning damage, 8 increased flash effect duration, 18 increased elemental damage, 18 increased days build up. I really don't care about anything else except for the fucking lightning damage and elemental damage. Yes, man. This is every explanation of why I have this gear. For the summary, what I'm actively searching for is a better helmet, better boots. But yes, let's get to the real shit. Let's get to the real shit. You know what I'm saying? Boom. This is the real shit right here. This is the calculations. I love this shit right here. This is the min-maxing shit right here, and it's honestly probably a graph with numbers of everything that I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm looking for, oh my god. Okay, so see, you see what I'm saying? It's not. Let me see, effective DPS. Let's do buffed. How about that? Let's do buffed. Okay, unbuffed. Let me see. Let's go to my unbuffed damage on Plasma Blast because this is a star of the show. The average DPS is 86k. You see what I'm saying? And that's the average damage to skill, which I really don't know what that fucking means by skill. Okay, this is the average damage, and this is what it does. It's 35k. Okay, understandable. But let's say it was buffed by Voltaic Mark or Lightning Exposure. It would do 102,000. You see, but if you multiply by the chance to hit, it would do 95k. So let's compare that to if it was unbuffed, 86k. You see what I'm saying? Let's do in combat, 102. That's if it's buffed. So when I'm in combat, I'm buffed. Okay, I see. Buffed, buffed in combat. Okay, so buffed and in combat is the same thing. Effective DPS. Okay, so I'm doing over 100,000. It seems I'm doing over 100,000 on Plasma Blast, but if you multiply the chance of hit, the boss modifiers, of course it go down by 10k. But at least it would be horrible if it was going down by 20k. You see? You see what I'm saying? Let's go to load shock burst rounds. Okay, this is really not doing too much, but let's say I don't really use shock burst. You should never use shock burst rounds if it's not buffed. You buff it by using Plasma Blast or applying shock. You see, so let's do buffed. I'm doing around 1,000. You see what I'm saying? But if you multiply it by, I'm doing around 1,000 basically. And I don't know if this is okay. This is average DPS, so this must be on every fucking round. But if I go to the entire thing, I'm doing around 10k. 10k with every around. 10k with every magazine. So that's I really think that's nice. And plus the buff from where is it? Emergency reload. I'm probably doing more than that. Let's see if I can find it. Buffed. Where can I buff it? Where can I like specific? Okay, is he? I don't know. Okay, I don't know where I can, but hey, man, it is what it is. Auras and buff skills. No. Where is emergency reload? Why can't I buff it with the emergency reload? Okay, let's do it. Where is it? Emergency reload. Boom. Okay, it does. I don't think it calculates that. Actually, let's fucking actually do it. Let's do it. 26%. I'm so fucking intelligent. I know my shit so fucking much. Watch this shit, bro. Watch this shit. Shock burst rounds. Goddamn. Calcs. Shock burst rounds. Buffed. Let's do unbuffed. Let's do unbuff. Calculator. Average DPS. Let's do the skill DPS because this is the entire magazine. Clear all. 8903. Oh, 8904. I'm tripping. 8904 times 30%. Times 30%. So 0.3 equals. Okay, so that's the additive multiplier. So I'm doing around 11K. I'm doing around 11K. But let's say that I apply shocked on them. You see what I'm saying? Buffed. When it's buffed by shocked. Calculator. 9727 times 30% equals. Okay, so so that's what, like 13K? I mean 12K? 9, 10, 11, 12. It's around 12K. It's around 12K. So a 1K, if it one I get a round of 1K damage increase if they're shocked. 1K damage increase if they're shocked, and with emergency reload. I don't fucking know, man. Well, I do know. But basically is that I'm trying to maximize the shock, because once I maximize the shock, I can then maximize emergency reload, and that would give me the proper damage. Okay, let's go back. Galvanic shards. I really don't need to go into this. But yeah, that's how I boss. That's the process. That right there. That mathematical process is bossing. It's for bossing. I don't really need to go over galvanic shards or Herald of Thunder or Herald of Ash, because, like, I'm not saying mobbing isn't important, but you get your real shit from the boss. That's all I'm gonna say. Now let's go to the tree. Yeah. The projectile damage. Most of this stuff is projectile damage. That's it. This is what all it is. When it gets to here, lightning damage. I'm going to take this one off. For matter of fact, I can't do it yet because I don't have enough gold, but I'm gonna take this off and proc it into this. Oh, I'm not gonna skip that. I'm gonna take this off. I'm gonna come back to this later. Of course, this is all percentage increased damage with two-hand weapons. Crossbow is a two-handed weapon. The reason why I don't got this one is because I don't fucking know, and neither do I really care, because 10 plus dexterity, like, there's so much other things that I can proc into, like 15 increased accuracy rating. What is that going to do? What will that do in the grand scheme of things? Nothing. Plus 10 dexterity, that would do nothing. You see? The reason why I got this is because increased area of effect for attacks. You know, Herald of Thunders, Herald of Ash. You know what I'm saying? Intelligence, movement speed. Herald. I love Herald skills. I love it. I won't change this shit for a goddamn thing. But right here, intelligence, of course. You know, the gems. Most of the stuff that I'm learning from is from Claude and Jimmy the Gent. Jimmy the Gent, he didn't have this entire tree spec'd into. I did. But when I was editing my skill points, I was thinking, why the fuck would I need this? I'm a fucking Jingling Legionnaire. I can do anything that I want. You know what I'm saying? So yes, but I did get everything else because I think this shit's important. Even this one. You know what I'm saying? This is all important. Yes, right here. I don't really care about critical hit chance. I don't give a fuck. But this is reload speed. You know what I'm saying? Of course, you're gonna need this, and of course, lightning skills, lightning damage, elemental damage. I would spec into all of this. I would, but I'm only using 50% of it. 25 increased chance to ignite, 25 increased chance to shock. There's so many bigger things I could like fucking get. And the thing is, I had expecting to, but it wasn't changing anything drastically. Yeah, so this is dexterity, of course, my gems, intelligence, of course, more movement speed, more skill speed. I'm gonna get a gem for this. Boom, 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 and herald shit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm going to spec into this, get a fucking jewel. And yeah, that is the passive skill tree. Yeah, man, if you got anything, if you got any questions, if you got any critiques, if you got anything you want to say it in the comments. But all I ask is that you like, subscribe, leave a comment. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck if you downvote this shit. That means you watched my shit. Party out, man.